Husband has strange delusions, possibly schizophrenia? F25 and M34 been together for 3 years. I F25 married my husband M34 and we have a baby. A couple months ago he confided in me he was hearing things. At first it was like murmurs and he kept asking me if I heard that. And I was like, nope, don't hear a thing. It got progressively worse over time. I got his parents involved and we moved into their house. They seem to think he's on drugs, but I'm sure this is some sort of psych issue. His delusion has changed multiple times. At first he thought someone we knew was planting cameras and mics in our house, his car, his work to talk to him and talk shit about him. Next it was a group of hackers. Most recently it's involved into a 10-20 person gang that is comprised of hackers and Satanists doing satanic rituals on him to be able to access his mind. I just want him to get help. This has been so draining on me. I'm emotionally exhausted. When I try to tell him it could be a medical issue, maybe a tumor or brain damage from the military or martial arts that he does, he gets extremely upset. He just keeps saying, "Why won't you believe me? I just want someone to believe me." This hurts my heart so bad to watch him suffer, but I don't want to feed into his delusion. I don't know how to convince him to get medical help. Take a neutral stance on the delusions. Focus on his suffering. Suggest that medical care could make it easier for him to deal with what he's going through, whether it is real or not. Ma'am, you are in danger and so is your baby. He needs a professional evaluation. Call your local mental hospital. Most have a mental wellness health call center. Ask to talk to someone because you're afraid for your husband's well-being. Explain what's going on. Follow their advice. Good luck. Why do his parents think he is on drugs? Is there a history there? Can you tell him you will believe him if he can go to the doctor with you? In addition, the helpful comments here, you can research to see if there is a hearing voices group in your area. The hearing voices approach is peer-based, meaning it is led by voice hearers in recovery, and can be very helpful to reframe and learn to work with voices in a way that helps the voice hearers to live positively. It may be helpful for you to look up their resources as well. People experiencing internal stimuli experience it as absolutely real. It's difficult to engage with them in a space between conflict and collusion, meaning not challenging their reality, but not feeding into it either. You can validate his emotions around his beliefs without confirming the reality of them. All the best. This is very serious and above Reddit's grade. Please contact professional mental health services before really bad things happen. Leave your wife, cheat, then come back. M20. A deal breaker mindset for me. 20. F. I saw a Reddit post and I shared it with my BF. The gist of the post was that the guy loved his wife but they have no sex life and he's really tempted to get services for it. My boyfriend casually commented this exact words, "Leave your wife for the meantime, do what you want, then come back to your wife." I got angry and then he immediately apologized, saying that he just woke up and what he said was wrong. I know this is a red flag, but I'd love to hear advices, if I should let it pass or if I should be wary of him. I would definitely be wary after that comment. Him being tired is just an excuse. Girl, you come on now. Even when I'm tired my morals don't change. He sucks. He's the type to make excuses for cheating and think it doesn't count. Be weary. That's an odd thing to say, tired or not. Well, his wording is wrong but he's half right. If their sex life is non-existent, he should come to an arrangement with his wife to either leave or open the marriage. Yeah, nah, as a man I've never suggested anyone ever cheat. Even when exhausted. Cheating is disgusting. I've even left certain subreddits because I've seen too many twats give advice to other men telling them to just cheat. People show a lot of their true colors and thoughts online because they don't expect people they know IRL to find out about it. How to deal with walking in on my 18M mom 38F cheating on my dad. How to deal with seeing my 18M mom 38F cheat on my dad. Some time ago I made a plan to go see a movie that my mom didn't want me to go see. It's called Pushpa 2. It's a Hindi movie. We're Indian but live in America and I was actually born here. We've been here for 20 years. So basically the plan was I told my mom I got called in for a 6-hour shift and I had to go. I thought me and my friends could watch the movie and then just chill. But my fucking friend didn't book the tickets in time even though we told him to. So I hung out with my friends for a bit and then we all had to get going, so I thought I would just tell my mom that they let me off early. So when I got home I saw someone's shoes were on the porch, didn't think much of it. Thought it might be some random shoe. I went to my mom's room and that's where I saw what I saw. They were doing it, to say that least. I recognized the guy because it wasn't my dad. It was her friend, as she said. They immediately stopped when they saw me and I ran to my room. She came in after and we had a long discussion. She said she can't explain her actions but I need to keep it to myself or else thing would go absolutely nuclear. I came on Reddit and people said that I thought get proof first, just so I have it. I went to her phone and I wish I didn't because the messages were even worse. I still got proof, so now I at least have that. She said I cannot tell my dad because he's under a lot of pressure right now and I'm too young to get involved. What would you do? What is the step-by-step process? I don't want to just jump the gun. Tell your dad. Your mom shouldn't get a free pass. She's guilt-tripping you by using your age against you. You know it's wrong and your dad should know. It's not your fault. It's hers. Edit. IDK if op is real due to his weird post history. They were in the marital home in the marital bed where your dad sleeps nightly. That is major disrespect. The fact that her friend was so comfortable doing that is because that wasn't the first time. They are having an affair, and the longer you wait to tell your dad, the worse it will be. If he finds out that you knew and kept this from him, he will feel doubly betrayed. Would you want your wife to do this to you while you're out working to provide for your family? In your home? In your bed? I feel like he deserves to know no matter what. This is not your burden to carry. Tell your dad now. I've seen too many parent-child relationships destroyed by a child covering for a cheating parent. Don't do it, your mom doesn't deserve it anyway. My dad to this day is hurt I didn't tell him. I was 17 and the exact thing happened to me. I was so angry at my mom. It's a long drawn-out drama, but the wife of the man called my dad. That's how he found out. So he found out but also found out I knew and hid it from my mom. I didn't know what to do. My mom gave me so much attention after me catching her, and it was nice to have that attention, which is so sad to think of now. Tell your mom to tell your dad. Also write a note about the situation and hide it and make sure you have some proof hidden. Your mom is not honest and asking her child to lie, so she may turn on you if she is in save her butt mode. I am sorry you're dealing with this, 2 hearts. Your dad could write you off for not telling him. Tell her she needs to tell him or you will. What do you do in a marriage you're satisfied in but bored? 27M, 31F. I met my girlfriend at the age of 19, I'm a man. She is 4 years older than me. 6 years later, when I was 25, we got married. She was my only girlfriend. Now, I'm 27 years old, and she's 31. I don't know what to do. She was my best friend, I trust her, it would be a good life with her, but I am bored. We've both grown a lot over the years. She doesn't have much interest in sex. I feel like I'm at a young enough age that I can have a second chance, but I know I'll never get over her. She built me into the person I am today. I feel like I will always owe her, and she'll always have a place in my heart. We have spoken about separating at times, but we are both attached to each other. She is religious, I am not. She's not very interested in sex, I am. Our hobbies are different. My family loves her. I'm wise enough to know the grass isn't always greener, but I haven't been satisfied for 2 years now. Half the days I think about leaving it all behind and exploring the world, doing everything I've always wanted to do. Half the time I feel ashamed and guilty, worried about pain I'll cause, judgment from family, and that I'll never find a relationship like this again. Quarter life crisis. You are young, go travel and find new things to do with your wife so you aren't bored. My thought whenever someone says they are bored in a marriage is that maybe you're the boring one. But apart from that, allow her the opportunity to go and find a man that will adore her. She deserves that. Rational POV. Breaking up with your life partner because of boredom is a fatal life mistake. You should openly communicate to your wife about your dissatisfaction. If you wish to sleep with other women or be single, reevaluate your needs. Why did you commit to a lifelong monogamous relationship in the first place? At the end of the day, you need to look deeper to find out exactly what will satisfy you and how to communicate that to your partner for her to fully understand. You've spent so many years building this masterpiece. It's a beautiful thing to share a life with someone that you have such a solid foundation and connection with. Don't toss the foundation, commitment, memories, trust, passion, or love because you're bored. Speak to her and you guys can change together. Could be a quarter life crisis. You've gotten comfortable and you're not communicating to her. Relationships as you take work. I'd try counseling before you consider throwing this all away. If that doesn't work, then you know. But I'd give it at least 6-12 months and review the situation, as the grass isn't always greener and you may make a mistake you cannot undo. Sounds like you need to have a talk with her. Express your concerns. If it ends, it ends. You aren't happy. Something needs to change with it. Spice it up a little, bro. Surprise her by just going down on her and work your way up. She'll love it. This may be a key to getting more sex. I go down on my wife all the time. By the time I'm done, she begging for it. The good thing is she is so aroused that within a couple of minutes, she wets the whole bed in satisfaction. Some women like a guy that takes charge, but some don't, so I guess be careful. She may love it, she may hate it. I will say this: as long as she's faithful and good to you, I wouldn't throw it away. You will regret it.